Hi there! With the Steam Deck being out for over a year at this point, there are a lot of games that have come out that are just fantastic for the Steam Deck. Sure, you can play them on your PC no problem, but there's just something special about them that makes it more fun to play on the Steam Deck. So today, I wanted to go over 10 games that I think are the best for the Steam Deck. Let's jump in! Starting off at number 10 will be Hogwarts Legacy. Now, there's just something special about wandering the wizarding world as your own character. It really lets you live out those dreams you had maybe when you were watching Harry Potter. But for people like me who weren't very familiar with the series, I think the game does a fantastic job of introducing us to the world of Harry Potter. The game's mechanics are fantastic, the combat is fun, the exploring is fun, and the performance, most importantly of all, is fantastic as well. The Steam Deck allows us to accurately control our movements, arguably better than the PC, and with the great performance, it means we can bring the game anywhere. Next up on the list at number 9 is Phasmophobia, a game that centers around you and your team tasked with finding and documenting a ghost of some kind. Now, with such intense goals, it's obvious that communication will be key to success. Luckily for you, the Steam Deck has a great microphone that you can utilize to communicate with your team in the event you ever get separated, or you can communicate through radio. It's really cool to play Phasmophobia on the Steam Deck, especially if you find yourself playing on the couch often. And trust me, just because the screen's smaller than your PC, it doesn't mean the game's any less scary. Now going away from the House of Horrors, let's take a look at number 8, House Flippers, which, well, you flip houses, as the name implies. What makes this game particularly special is that, well, there's no true objective in the game other than make money off of fixing homes, and if you're able to get yourself some in-game money, you could buy all the property and just have a blast renovating home after home, room after room, whatever you could imagine, you can do in this game. Pair that with the Steam Deck's fantastic controls, you'll be running through dozens of renditions of one particular room, setting it up in a variety of ways that you never even thought possible. It really does let you get creative. With how expansive the game can be in addition to the Steam Workshop, there really is no limit to your creativity here. House Flippers is one of those games where you simply turn on music and you follow the vibe of what you're feeling. But what if you're not in the mood to build something and take care of it? What if you're in the mood to smash some stuff together and beat some people up? Well, if you are, lucky for you, number 7 is Paint the Town Red, a game where you do exactly that. It's a really fun first-person game where you simply run around and beat people up. Basically, the objective is to, well, exactly what I said earlier, beat everyone up. You can use a variety of weapons, and you also are host to a bunch of crazy superpowers, legit superpowers, to help you win the fights that you are going to find yourself in. I found this game particularly good on the Steam Deck is because when you're playing the game, when you're gripping the Steam Deck, you have access to the back bumper buttons that allow you to string really cool combos together that make you feel like you're in a John Wick movie or something like that. Another bonus to the game is ragdoll physics. It never gets old watching ragdolls fly out of the place after you unleash a crazy combo or a barrage of superpowers that send them flying everywhere. It's awesome. Coming in at number 6 is Rocket League, and this game is nothing more than high-octane action and fun. There's nothing more satisfying than getting the ball, driving it all the way down to your opponent's goal, and smashing it right in. With excellent PC-level performance on the game and a portable experience, there's one more benefit that you get when you play Rocket League on the Steam Deck. Any guesses? It's the fact that you get to customize your controls. No, not in the setting. It's with Steam's own settings that allow you to customize the controls a level above customization, if you know what I mean. This allows you to have total control about how you want to play the game, because some people play with different controls entirely from what the default scheme is. And if you're one of those people, you're going to benefit from the Steam Deck's customization. The portable nature of the Steam Deck allows you to take this anywhere and still have the same experience as if you were playing on your Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. One recommendation though, I wouldn't play it right before bed. You won't be able to sleep. Ask me how I know. Coming in at number 5 and starting as the tail end of the top 5 contenders is PlateUp, a game that involves you and up to a whole kitchen full of your friends cooking up a storm in the kitchen to serve guests. It's a more simplified version of the game Overcooked, and based on the game's look, you may assume it's simple, and for the most part, it is simple. It plays as a roguelite, so not every run you play is going to be the same. The variety of foods you have to cook up involve a whole load of steps, and this provides a lot of variety to the game. There are cards that you can pick up which essentially act as modifiers for the run that you're doing. And trust me, they can really spice up the game by making it really easy or really hard. I personally love to play the burger route because it's rather quick and simple in addition to very fast paced near the end. Regarding end, there is no true end to the game because you keep going until ultimately your business fails. So this game kind of is like real business. The controls for this game is very simple with you only needing to control the joystick and about, I think, 2 buttons. The addition of multiplayer also makes it very fun, allowing you to play locally or over the air. If you were to pick this game up, I also recommend inviting some friends to join you. Cruising in at number 4 is American Truck Simulator, arguably one of the most calming games that I've ever played. Now, when I first got this game, I didn't expect too much out of it. In fact, I quit probably no more than 15 minutes into the game because I said to myself, I don't get it. And several months later, I picked up the game, played it this time, and for some reason, something just clicked. And look, I don't know if you're the type, but I love car rides that go on in the dark. It's very easy to fall to. There's something rhythmic about it that allows you to fall asleep very easily to it. So I'm going to say, if you are a type of person that loves just a very simple, easygoing atmosphere, nothing, no word, and you control what music you want to play, I strongly recommend American Truck Simulator. Again, the Steam Deck allows you to bring this anywhere, and I typically play this in bed because with the lights off, it is truly calming. I recommend it if you have a Steam Deck and you have American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator. Try it. But enough with the calming games. Let's go in for something that's hard and action-packed. Lucky for you, that's the pick for spot number 3, Risk of Rain 2, the sequel to the first game in 3D form. Now, this game is definitely crazy. Crazy as in the sense that it's crazy hard, and also that there's so much variety, especially with the characters and enemies. There are so many unique characters to play as. When it starts, it doesn't seem too bad. You kill an enemy here and there, but give yourself 15 minutes and you'll be dodging, diving, and shooting your way out of anything. And the fight is going to turn very, very desperate once you give it enough time. But if the fight is too hard, don't forget that there's also multiplayer in this game, so call in a few buddies or join some randos and go slay those monsters. Now for number 2, you may have not heard of this game at all, but just a few weeks ago, I received an email from Fanatical and they were giving away a game called Crumble, and I saw that Crumble was Steam Deck verified. Seeing that it was only 600 megabytes, I said, what the heck, and I installed it. I didn't really research the game at all before I installed it, and what the heck, it wasn't even that big, right? After I installed and ran the game for the first time, I was pleasantly surprised to see that the game allowed us to swing around the environment like Spider-Man. In fact, they even say you're like Spider-Man in the description. Now that is awesome. The first few levels are more or less tutorials that let you get used to how the game's mechanics work. But once you get into the game, you're swinging around environments that have physics built into them. So as you're swinging through, they're breaking apart, and each time you have to adapt. When you're swinging your way through environments that are crumbling before you, it actually makes you feel like you're in a movie. There is no right way or wrong way to play the game, so you're free to experiment however you want to traverse the map. And it's a simple game, and it's very small, as I said earlier. If I had one complaint about the game, is I would say $15 might be a little too steep. But the developers have done a fantastic job with the game mechanics, and I strongly recommend you to check out Crumble. It's so fun. And lastly, taking the number 1 spot is Vampire Survivors. Now, this game completely deserves the number 1 spot. And why, you might ask? It's so simple looking. There's nothing to it, right? No. The number of characters and playstyles that you can take on is incredible. In addition to this, the developer is a former slot machine developer. There's little to no doubt that you'll be hooked onto this game before you know it. Now, admittedly, when you start the game, it is very boring, especially once you've been playing for a while. But again, like Risk of Rain, give yourself 15 to 20 minutes and you'll be having the most fun watching your simple movements create an absolutely killing machine for all of these monsters that are flying towards you. Another great aspect of this game is it's only $5. $5 for what could possibly be hundreds of hours of playtimes, because you'll be searching for a whole lot of secrets, seeking to unlock achievements, whatever it may be, you'll be doing it in Vampire Survivors. Another great benefit to the game that has recently been added is the addition of local multiplayer. So if you have two Steam Decks, feel free to link them up to play locally together. Now the monsters don't just have one threat anymore, they've got double trouble to deal with. It's a fantastic way of supporting the developers who put a lot of effort in creating a game that the community can enjoy. In addition to this, if you're on mobile, you can also join the action. And those are the top 10 games that I believe are fantastic for the Steam Deck. Now, this is just my opinion, of course, and yours might differ. So tell me in the comments below, do you agree? Do you disagree? What other games do you feel that deserve to be on this list? Thank you so much for stopping by, guys, and until next time, I will see you guys later.